Hey, what is going on, guys? Hex Competitive back in today, and as always, and tell below the topic we're talking about today. And well, welcome to my first manga review I am ever doing. This is the first one ever. Welcome to the video of a manga review. I've been looking for a manga, and I pounced on the manga, and this is the manga that's basically replacing Bleach. Well, not basically, it is the one that's replacing Bleach, and it's called Red Sprite. And so, originally I was like, why is it called Red Sprite? Well, we have a character who thinks he has an illness, but it's not really an illness at all. Now, our main character, as we've seen in the very first few panels, has always been considered a captain. And his name is Tatsu, which that may be mispronounced, but technically no one knows how to pronounce his name yet. So, his name is Tatsu. He's always been considered a captain by his peers. So there's 7 kids, and they're all making these airships. This world is controlled by airships. Well, controlled by technically thunder cores, but airships are basically like the symbol of thunder cores. They're the symbol of what humanity has obtained, what they have come to do. That's what electricity comes from, for that matter. And so they're designing their airships, as their professor tells them, hey, design your airship and yada yada yada. And all of a sudden there's a big blast. One student's like, look, there's a bunch of airships now, professor. And he's like, get down. And we see this big explosion, and we get one of our antagonists, which I actually thought was going to be the main antagonist, but as we'll get to, he's not the main antagonist. So the illness that they thought they had wasn't quite an illness at all. It was more along the lines of being, human thunder cores. People with, thunder cores in them. Certain people actually have a certain type of blood that makes their thunder cores even stronger. It makes them give out more electricity than thunder cores themselves. And there's 7 Pacific ones, and the 7 Pacific ones end up being these kids. But why are these kids even selected? Well, it comes out to be that the thunder core's power is slowly fading because they came from fossils from a long time ago, and they're slowly fading. And these humans that they have, these thunder core humans, can preserve that energy. They can keep it there, and then they use these humans as basically a power core. As we see in the airship, and he's mummified, and obviously no one want to live that life. So it's really interesting. It got really dark really quick because the professor ends up giving his life in order to activate Tatsu's power, which his power was like a special high-speed lightning, which was red, which correlates to the title, which we'll get to here in a second. But it was red, but he is hurt and injured, so he had to give up all of his life whenever he gave him that big shock charge boost, but he had to do it in order for him to live. So the thunder cores are actually even stronger than coal and steam. They're more powerful, they're more efficient for these airships. And at the same token, we have a 6-year time skip. And now, the 6-year time skip, all the kids are gone. And, Tatsu ends up showing up again against Lieutenant Colonel Shepard. And the showdown happens. It's not really a showdown at all. Lieutenant Colonel basically thinks, he's just older, and yeah, he can use his powers somewhat. But he doesn't really know that, he's that good with his power. Ends up just parrying bullets. And then it destroys him with red lightning. He even crushed his heart, and he didn't even know. He's like, you're not going to take revenge for your professor? And he's like, I already have. He's like, now feel the pain of a crushed heart. And all of a sudden, you see him implode. So I guess that has something to do with his red lightning. But I guess his red lightning is extremely special. He's the best blood, I guess, out of all of the 7 kids. And all these 7 kids are special in their own right. As we know, Mono or Momo, I can't remember what it is. I think it's Mono, is actually gonna be in the parade. She's the one that's gonna be charging the parade. I guess it's gonna take up so much energy to actually take her life in the end. But he ended up telling him where Mono was. Lieutenant Shepard did right before he killed him. I'm taking it he's had to face a villain each time. Each time he defeats that villain, they'll reward him by telling him where one of his friends are. And just at the very last few panels, we see the airship is now Tatsu's. He takes it over, and they're like, hey, mommy, look in the sky, that airship, it's glowing red. So there we get Red Sprite, because they asked the professor what did he want to name the airship, and he said Sprite. And now his red lightning is, it's piloting Sprite, and it's glowing red. So there's where the title comes from. And originally I thought it would be something completely different. And yeah, this chapter is like, it's like 50. Chapter 1 is like 50 panels. So that was something. That was something else. So once again, what's my overall perspective of this so far? I think it's absolutely freaking amazing. I think it's this first one's pretty damn good. And the professor dying, I didn't know if he was gonna die or not, but it does kind of make sense that he dies. At the same time, it wouldn't make sense if he didn't die, if he was gonna be kind of like, you know, ambassador and advisor. But overall, yeah, I'm looking forward to reviewing some more chapters. I mean, I'll probably review this every week. I mean, I plan on every week. Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun read. I mean, like reading these mangas that I showed you guys earlier, like the Fairy Tail and the Bleach, all that stuff. Like this is fun. I still gotta read the ReZero. Like that was fun. Especially, it's kind of like a really interesting nostalgic feeling whenever I did read those, because I've always been anime only, and I'm basically always am gonna be anime only. I mean, I don't see myself ever reviewing more than 2 like manga chapter, like mangas at a time on this channel. This is just, well, I guess it's just a pickup. I mean, there's certain like animes and mangas I'll read and then I'll know immediately that I want to see this in anime form, you know. So like ReZero, I will never review by the manga or light novel. Fairy Tail, I will never review by the manga. It's not happening. If I started it on anime, I'm better finish it on anime. I mean, yeah, unless it ends before the anime goes. But as always, guys, you've been Hex. Be sure to leave a like, a comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Hex25. Be sure to leave a wait. I said that, didn't I? Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.